There's been a lot going on in the cricket world recently. Let's start with the Big Bash, shall we? With the Sixers equaling the Scorchers with 3 titles each after James Vince's heroics in both games, getting back to back 90s, where in the qualifier, just 4 days before the final on Saturday, he scored 98, destined to get 100, with some would argue Daniel Hughes and Andrew Tye at fault, with Daniel Hughes chewing up a couple of extra balls and Andrew Tye bowling a wide on the last ball. And the other issue was they were so close to winning and he still needed to get a few runs. So everything played a part. But since the Big Bash, more heroic things have happened. With yesterday, West Indies pulling off an absolutely remarkable chase, with Kyle Mayers getting 210 not out on debut in the fourth innings, with West Indies chasing down a mammoth target of 395, the fifth highest chase in Asia, fifth highest chase on record, and the highest in Asia, with Kyle Mayers also getting the highest score in a fourth innings on debut with his 210. And England as well, over in Chennai, are playing superbly, getting 576 in their first innings, batting first, with Joe Root continuing his sublime form, getting a double hundred. Jasprit Bumrah, his first test on Indian soil, getting a couple of wickets. Ishant Sharma returning, getting a couple of wickets. And Dom Bess in India's innings, getting four for, with the wickets of Kohli, Rahane, and Pujara, as well as and Archer getting the wickets of Sharma and Shubman Gill. But England on top, despite Washington Sundar not out on 33 and Ashwin not out on 8, trying to rescue India. India 257 for 6, still trailing by 334 runs, needing 134 to avoid the follow-on. So Australia have stamped their authority in India. And this is interesting, as when I was speaking earlier, India played well in Australia away from home. So maybe this is the start of a new era where teams are starting to know how to play the spin and know how to play the Indian conditions and really challenge India at home. Something that hasn't happened in a while. And West Indies, with most of their big players out, getting that 395 for 7, that is brilliant. And South Africa, also being under the pump, have made a good start in their fourth innings, chasing 370, with Aiden Markram and Rassie van Dersen not out. And South Africa 1 for 120. So we'll have to see what happens in the next few days and the next test, how Bangladesh will respond with lots of big players out for the West Indies. Hepmeyer, Holder, Bravo, among others. So they really do have an understrength lineup. So to come back from the jaws of defeat and snatch victory, that was superb. So there's been a lot going on. I'm keen to see what happens next. Another big development in Australia is the South Africa-Australia tour. The Australia-South Africa tour to South Africa has been cancelled, with Mark Steckity and Alex Carey added to the squad. Matthew Wade missing out, but those people will have to wait their chance. And because the tour was cancelled not too long ago, the uncapped players in the 2020 team, including Tanvir Sangha, Riley Meredith, and the BBL player of the tournament and second leading run scorer, Josh Philippe, they will all get their chance in New Zealand, along with Mitchell Marsh, recalled Ashton Turner, Jason Barrendorf, Jai Richardson, Andrew Ty, and Matthew Wade, Ashton Agar, Adam Zampa, most of the usual people. Ben McDermott, due to his sublime Big Bash season, also got a recall. So they have a strong lineup, along with some fresh faces, and it's great that they're all getting a go and getting a chance to prove themselves at the biggest level, away from home. So that'll be an interesting and exciting series, starting on the 22nd of February. But it will also be interesting for the Australian Test team, with them not having another Test match and Test series until the Ashes in Australia in November this year, with them needing lots of different results, including India to win 1-0 and England to win 2-1 or 3-1 in the 4-match series in India for them to make the World Test Championships final in Lords in July.